The Ozone Ascent featuring Rayquaza will be taking place this weekend. All trainers only have 2 days to claim the best Pokemon in the game for absolutely free. I'm going to show you how to do that, plus some other details you need to know. Let's get straight into our calendar very quickly, and as you can see guys, this Ozone Ascent event will be taking place only this weekend. Just so everyone's clear, this is not a raid day. What it really is a research day. All trainers are going to get access to a timed research where trainers are going to have to complete tasks to earn an encounter with Rayquaza, and that's only going to be one encounter. Because it's coming from research, that 100% IV is not the same as raids. It's going to be 1643 for the hundo. This can also be shiny with a 1 in 20 shiny odds. That Shiny Rayquaza, as I'm sure we all know, is one of the best shinies in the game. But it doesn't end there. Trainers can also complete a task to earn 1 Meteorite. If you guys aren't aware, the only way to Mega Evolve Rayquaza is that it has to know the move Dragon Ascent. The only way you can put Dragon Ascent on this Pokemon is by placing a Meteorite upon Rayquaza, and from there it will then learn Dragon Ascent. Now that it knows Dragon Ascent, it's going to need 400 Mega Energy to make this Mega Evolution happen. Please note what I'm about to say is very important. You cannot place an Elite TM on Rayquaza to get Dragon Ascent. The only way it can learn Dragon Ascent is via a Meteorite. Meteorites are very difficult to get in the game. This is in fact the only time we've been able to receive it this year, and the last time we had a Mega Rayquaza raid day, there was a very small drop rate coming from those raids, so some trainers may even have a couple in their bag already. Because this specific timed research is free, they've gone on to say that even more will be rewarded, but I'm pretty certain that we will get rewarded Mega Energy. Please bear in mind as well, this timed research will expire. You only have 2 days to do this because it's going to expire on Sunday 26th at 8 p.m. local time. That being said, there is a way you can upgrade this experience, but there's also other things you need to know, which I'm going to explain now. Every trainer for a total of $5 can purchase a paid timed research ticket, and what that's effectively going to do for you is that you're going to have to complete tasks to get another encounter with Rayquaza. You're going to get another Meteorite, including guaranteed Rayquaza Mega Energy. I would be very surprised if they didn't include this in the free timed research, but if they don't, you're gonna have to pay in order to get the guaranteed Mega Energy. This is a disclaimer. If any trainer watching this right now does not have Rayquaza, or they do not have a 98 or at least a hundo, hold off on spending this Meteorite on this Rayquaza. Meteorites, as we said already, are very difficult to get in the game. I would strongly recommend waiting for another raid day, which I'm almost positive they will bring in the near future, because it is the 10th anniversary of Pokemon Go. How good is Rayquaza in 2026 though? Well, let's have a look at its base form. It has a max CP of 4336, which is still incredibly good, an attack value of 284, which is high, a defense of 170, and a stamina of 213. So off the bat, still really strong stats. As we know, it is a dual dragon and flying type Pokemon. Its fast attacks are going to be Dragon Tail and Air Slash. Its charge attacks are going to be Outrage, and I'm going to stop here because look at the next two, Breaking Swipe and Hurricane. Both of those have a star next to them, which means both of those moves are going to require an Elite TM to use. I would not focus on Hurricane because of course if you use Dragon Ascent, it's going to be a lot better with that Meteorite. It also gets access to Dragon Ascent, which we've just spoken about, Aerial Ace, and Ancient Power. What I would do now, if you do have the Candy and Stardust, is to double move a really good Rayquaza that you want to use. The reason why you want to do this is that Breaking Swipe will require an Elite Charge TM. So the problem is if you already had Breaking Swipe on this Pokemon and then you use a Meteorite to learn Dragon Ascent, it's going to take away Breaking Swipe, and you don't want to do that. That's why you want to double move it beforehand with an Elite TM so you can get Breaking Swipe, but then whatever that other move is, Dragon Ascent can take the other move's spot. That's very important to mention. As you can see, when it comes to Rayquaza's resistances, it resists 6 different types, which is going to be Bug, Fighting, Fire, and Water, but it double resists Grass and Ground because of that Flying and Dragon typing. But when it comes to its weaknesses, very interestingly enough, it is weak to 4 different types, Dragon, Fairy, and Rock, but it is double weak to Ice. So whenever that raid day does come around, make sure to prepare your Ice type attackers. How good is Rayquaza in 2026? Well guys, still, with Breaking Swipe, as a Dragon type attacker, it's breaking into the top 20, which I think is still very, very impressive. But in the Flying type category, with Dragon Ascent, Rayquaza is taking the 2nd spot. So it's still a very glassy Pokemon, but it's going to hit tremendously hard. But that's just Rayquaza. How good is Mega Rayquaza once it is Mega Evolved? Let's have a look at Mega Rayquaza's base stats. Guys, it has a max CP at level 50 of 6458, which is incredibly strong, an attack value of 377, a defense of 210, and an HP of 227. The fact that these stats are so good and this Pokemon was released so long ago just shows you how powerful it really is. But let's continue here. Now that we've had a look at those base stats and we know that Mega Rayquaza takes on the same typing of Dragon and Flying, let's see how good it is as a raid attacker. Well guys, with Dragon Tail and Breaking Swipe, which again does require that Elite Charge TM, guys, it is the best Dragon type attacker in the game, beating out Eternatus with Dynamax Cannon, and that is a massive statement. And if we consider that power creep is still a thing in Pokemon Go, with something like Crown Sword Zacian only coming in last year and it is so brokenly good, you can see that Mega Rayquaza is still very much holding its own here. That's in the Dragon type category, but in the Flying type category, with Dragon Ascent, it is by miles the #1 best over Rayquaza, and of course we do know that Shadow Rayquaza will be captured by Giovanni at some point. We thought this might have happened already, but it hasn't come yet. That Pokemon will definitely take the second spot once it does come in. But guys, the fact that Mega Rayquaza is the best attacker in both categories just shows you everything you really need to know. Mega Rayquaza is the best generalist attacker in the game. You could be fighting something like Mewtwo, you could be fighting something like Groudon. It doesn't matter. Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Ascent is going to be doing so much damage just because of how strong it is from a DPS point of view. Like we said, there definitely will be a raid day coming in at some point because of course with the new Super Mega level, we know that Mega Rayquaza can already get to Mega level 3. Now in the future, it's going to have the chance to become Super Mega level. That day is coming. Try and wait for that in order to get yourself a good IV Rayquaza. Those details are great, Mikey, but how do I really maximize this event? Let's talk about candy gains very quickly because there are some hidden things that not a lot of people have been talking about. If we just look at Mega Rayquaza on its own, it's going to be boosting candy for Dragon, Flying, as well as Psychic types. But in order to maximize the candy on this specific day with your encounter, or 2 if you did buy the research ticket, the way you can do this is that please remember we are still in the middle of the Ultra Unlock event, and at certain tiers of that Go Pass, it's going to be 2 times Catch Candy, and if you did buy the Go Pass Deluxe, it's going to be 3 times Catch Candy. So in order to maximize the candies for these Rayquaza encounters, you must do the following. Get to the right tier on your Go Pass. You must then definitely use a Pineapple or Silver Pineapple Berry to double that. From there, I want you to have a Mega Level 3 Flying or Dragon type Pokemon in the background, or a Super Mega Level Dragonite, which is going to be giving you an additional 3 candy upon capture, as well as a much higher chance of XL candy upon capture. Which means if you stacked everything together, 3 times Catch Candy on the Go Pass, a Silver Pineapple Berry, including a Mega Level 3 or Super Mega Level Pokemon, guys, you're going to be taking around 20 or 21 candy per catch. That is the best way you can maximize that. A big question everyone's got: how do I get the Mega Energy if I don't have it? As we said, at some point there will most likely be a Super Mega Raid Day featuring Rayquaza, and that's how the energy will be easily available. But either through the free timed research or the paid timed research, you should be able to get the Mega Energy to make this Mega Evolution happen. But please remember, once this Pokemon has been Mega Evolved once, you can then walk to get the Mega Energy. And something that they've included on Scenic Sunday, so only on Sunday, which is when this event is going to be falling on the 26th up until 8 p.m. on that Sunday night. Guys, remember, if you walk routes on that Sunday, your buddy distance is going to be halved. Normally, you would be able to earn 100 energy by walking 20 kilometers with this legendary Pokemon. But on this day, you're only going to have to walk half. More importantly, if you used a Poffin on top of that, you would only have to walk 5 if it does stack correctly. So in order to get another 100 energy, you would only have to walk 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers at a time. It can be a bit of a grind, but to be honest, if you need the energy, it's definitely worth it. The last thing I just want to talk about is going to be the XP gains. Guys, remember, we are going to be in the middle of that Ultra Unlock event, as I mentioned earlier, but in the last 3 days, of which this event is also going to fall into, it's going to be 10 times Catch XP. I would strongly recommend trying to hit that Excellent Throw on that encounter, but while you're completing the tasks throughout that weekend to get the Rayquaza encounter, I want you to be hitting Excellent Throws on all those starters that are going to be spawning for this Ultra Unlock event. Please remember as well, you can evolve all of these first stage evolution starters into the second stage to get Frenzy Plants on the grass types, Blast Burn on the fire types, as well as Hydro Cannon on the water types. Very important to remember that, but again, it's going to be an XP haven this weekend, a huge opportunity to push to level 80. In fact, what I've already done is highlighted why this week is going to be the best XP event in Pokemon Go history. I'm going to tell you how to maximize, what to really target, because to be honest, this is something we haven't seen ever before, especially over a lengthy period of time. Please check it out above me right now. Of course, on top of that, if you guys want to see everything going on in Pokemon Go this week as well, please check it out above me. We do weekly episodes every Sunday. We stack those video for you. Yeah, Rayquaza just popped in again saying that you need to hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate your guys' support. Make sure to get that Rayquaza encounter, and we'll catch you on the next one, baby. Shh.